Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I've got a couple things that I want to share with you today, so thank you very much for spending your time with me. So the great thing about being an Akashic Records practitioner is that every time I get into session with somebody, it's an opportunity to end the alone experiment. And I do that by bringing into your awareness different guides, elders, and ancestors that are participating with you in this experiment and contributing in one way or another. So I made a video a little bit ago called The Watchers that kind of gives you an idea of how many eyeballs are on you while you're walking around in this place. So in the words of Kryon, there are stadiums full. And that is a phrase that is purposely open-ended. Are we we talking about small arenas or, full-blown cosmic stadiums full of an endless number of beings? And the correct answer to that is obviously the latter, and I want to tell you why. The universe does not see you as the character you're playing. The universe does not see the individual walking around this place trying to figure out if they're flesh and bones or energy. When you go out into nature, every single tree knows your name, knows who you are, knows what your challenges and your struggles are, and absolutely basks in that moment when they have an opportunity to be in your presence. When you step into your front yard, every blade of grass knows your name, knows what you're doing here, and is eternally grateful for the opportunity to stand in your presence for that moment where they have you. So let's take the simple approach. That's a really big concept, and maybe a little bit too much for us to bite off and chew at this point. So let's make it simple. Let's say you're not alone because you have 3 guides that are with you. Okay, that makes sense. We have 3 guides, which are aspects of our soul, who we have assigned to accompany us in this experience to help us fulfill what we came here to do. So are we alone? No, we've got 3 guides who are looking out for us and participating in this experience with us. Let's zoom out even bigger. Most of you who are watching this have lifetimes in other places in the galaxy, lifetimes in other places in the universe. And those cosmic selves of yours in a quantum state are either observing you or they are helping clear the path in front of you. Okay, we've got our 3 guides with us. We've got our cosmic selves with us. The team is really coming into my awareness. Let's take it a little bit further. And let's consider that quantum state that the cosmic selves are in. And let's expand it even further. So think about those civilizations that have been around for millions and millions and millions of years that you have been part of. How many lifetimes have you lived while participating in those experiences? In a quantum state, they all know who you are. They all know what you're doing here. And they are infinitely curious about what you're going to do next. Okay, that stadium concept is starting to make sense. So let's zoom out even further. Every one of those incarnations, everyone you've crossed paths with, everyone you've fallen in love with, everyone you've considered to be a guide, a mentor, a teacher, a friend, or an influencer in some way, in their quantum state, knows who you are, does not see the individual, just sees the creator here in a suit of flesh working a puzzle that is known as Ascension. Every single one of them is glued to observing what you're going to do next. And, what you're going to do next is not always meaning the big stuff. In the quantum state, there is an awareness that even the small action and decision that you make has the potential to create cascading changes in your reality. So let's forget all of those who we've been before, all of the elders and guides who are with us, all of the loved ones and family members watching over us who know us intimately and want to see us do well in this experiment. Because even when we are considering that wide open quantum concept, there is still an inclining of separation within it. Separation is an illusion. You are the spark here piloting this suit. You are a spark of creation, galaxies and galaxies and galaxies away, experiencing an eternal now moment with no illusion or separation in sight. How big are you? How much time, effort, and resources did it take to get you to forget who you were? And now that you know that you're not alone, what are you going to do with that? In my sessions, when I call a guide forward, it gives me an opportunity to bring into your awareness that you have companions with you during this experience. You can't hide from them. They're not going to go away when you yell at them that things aren't going right. If you're frustrated and tired and need a break from this experience, they're only going to get closer to you. Do you feel the family with you? Do you feel the guides and cosmic selves of yours taking notes behind you, trying to determine what the best path to take is? Do you feel the Creator inside of you? And if you do, you need to inquire with yourself why you decided to come here and pretend that you were alone, and pretend that you were in separation from the rest of your being. So if you want to know how unalone you are, if you want to know how many beings are watching over you, start at infinity and count up from there. I could meet a different version of me in my Akash every day for the rest of my life, and I would not even scratch the surface of who I've been and where I've been. There is no beginning, there is no end. Your time in the universe is one that has no scale to measure. The alone experiment for millions and millions of people is coming to an end, and after it's over for those millions of people, there are going to be billions more waking up. At this point, you are either walking with an awareness of the family or you're not. And if you are not, you need to do a worthiness check with yourself. Am I loved by the Creator? The answer is yes. Can I walk in this experiment with an expanded awareness that allows for the entirety of the universe to exist within me? And if the answer to that question is yes, then the separation has already ended for you. Congratulations. Thank you very much, you guys. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.